Friday's footy news here on AFL.com.au. Hello everyone, Matt Thompson reporting from the heart of Melbourne's Docklands. We're here of course ahead of Carlton and Geelong, a blockbuster match tonight to open round 11 of the AFL season. But think forward to 2013. Imagine starting the year with the Tigers and the Blues here and not at the MCG. It is a real possibility, according to Andrew Demetriou, the league chief today, because the AFL is looking at bringing forward the start of the season by a week, but under current contracts with cricket, the MCG wouldn't be available. And so as a result, Andrew Demetriou says that the Tigers and the Blues might have to be played here at this 50,000 seat venue.
Well, we try to have the traditional Richmond-Carlton game start the season, and if we to start a week earlier, the MCG is unavailable, we'd still like to consider starting it with that game. It's a cracking game, so that's in the mix.
Fears about Joel Selwood's long-term future have been raised by his former teammate Cameron Mooney, who says the Cats skipper could be just a couple of serious head knocks away from forced retirement. Demetriou says it's why the AFL is conducting ongoing research into the effects of concussion.
I mean, he's an unbelievable player, fearless. I hope that he heeds the advice of some of his peers, and we'd love to see him keep playing for the rest of his career without any injuries, and let's hope that's what occurs.
Another free agent is staying put. Ruckman Mark Jamar re-signing with Melbourne until the end of 2015.
If I wasn't confident where this club and where this playing group was going, I wouldn't have signed. So, yeah, I'm putting a lot of faith and confidence in the club. And, you know, whether or not I'm here for the success down the track, I'm going to do everything I can from this point on to create a good culture and help the boys around the place achieve that.
They once shared the same bunker, but Monday's Queen's Birthday blockbuster will see two of Mick Moldhouse's former deputies go head-to-head for the very first time.
It's an interesting side plot, isn't it? It's I've had a few of them this year, as Neely would have. Yeah, there's a lot of new coaches in the competition at the moment, and yeah, we each would be doing our jobs as best we possibly can, but ultimately it's the players that'll be the ones that go into combat.
How good of friends are you?
It's a good question. No, we're good mates. Obviously, when you're working side by side and over a 2-year period, and having the successes of 2010 and even the disappointments of 2011, I mean that creates a bond that'll be there forever.
You know, we need to send our players out with a bit of a knowledge of how the Pies are going to go about it, but you know, my reality is a little bit different to Nathan's at the moment, so it's been a far more focused week on what we need to do.
Following Essendon's loss to Melbourne, James Hird has admitted his side will need to lift its intensity significantly against the Swans.
And I think it's a perfect game to test yourself and test whether your competitive instincts and your ability to win your contested ball is back right on track, because if it's not, you'll be in a lot of trouble against the Sydney Swans.
At Port Adelaide, Matthew Primus hasn't raised expectations despite the Powers' upset win over Carlton.
We're purely focused on Hawthorn. We've got 2 more games before the bye, so we're focused on trying to get another big scalp, and then we'll reassess and get ready for the Bulldogs, and we'll get to the middle of the year or halfway break for us, and have a look at what we need to achieve. But our goals and KPIs we set certainly haven't changed.
The Saints have flown out for the Gold Coast, and Scott Watters is wary, especially after last week's raft of upsets.
Yeah, well, you can't take anything for granted in this competition this year, and I think we'll see that topsy-turvy, you know, those sort of results probably for the rest of the year. So you just have to make sure that, you know, you front up each week with really great effort and remain consistent.
And a blow for the Giants and Dream Teamers alike. Midfielder Stephen Coniglio out for a month, needing surgery on his thumb. Now, just before we go, you may have seen on AFL.com.au today, Dale Thomas has had a tattoo of champion racehorse Black Caviar inked on his backside. The news is going global. They're making a story out of it in the UK, where Black Caviar, the champion mare, has actually just arrived to take on the world. It was the result of a lost bet.
Daisy's a man of his word, and if he says something, he goes and does it. Good on him. I can't believe it.
And that is our report here on AFL.com.au for now. Of course, right throughout the weekend, we will have the very latest footy news for you as it happens, all the highlights, all the scores, all the stats. So click back soon. Have a great weekend.